I was in elementary school and middle school, President Reagan at the time put out a commercial, and it was because of his war that he had proclaimed on drugs in the United States of America. But at many schools, they would play a commercial that the Reagan administration had put together. And that commercial included the frying of some sunny side up eggs in a cast iron skillet. And for theatrical purposes, they would allow you to hear the eggs fry. And then you would hear a voice in the commercial say, "This is your brain on drugs." Any questions? Any questions? This is why I support the DOE being dismantled, because they have surely dumbed down a generation. And if this person is around my age, which I am 50 years old, well, you just can't fix stupid. Because anybody would understand that if there are sleeper cells here in the United States of America, and they in fact are, I'm not arguing that they're not, because they're here. We know that the past 4 years, with the borders being wide the freaking open and people coming in across our borders unchecked, would have made it very easy for them to do. Because for some interesting reason, the last administration and the left Democratic extreme progressive liberals thought there is no danger in open borders. Everybody that's coming in across the border just love American citizens and this great nation. Their brains was in fact frying in that skillet on drugs, allegedly. Now, I am sure there are some people that came into this nation that have been here for many, many years that could pass the test and fool us. With the last 4 years of you not having to fool anybody, just walking across because you can, they didn't have to work that freaking hard, okay? So you, with your unsanctified self, if you actually laughing about this and you live in America, that actually shows how cuckoo for Cocoa Pops the left far extreme progressive liberals really are. And the people they have cast their spell on, i.e. this person right here. So basically what you telling me is you okay with sleeper cells being in the country, because in your mind they would never be activated. But because President DJT decided that he was gonna blow the freak up their nuclear sites in Iran, because for the past 50 years or more, they have been hollering unalive to America, unalive to the American, unalive to the infidel, unalive to the West, unalive to Israel, and threatening to wipe us off the freaking map. You thought it wise that they have a nuclear program to make it easier for them to destroy us. So what you're saying is you are okay with that, right? Just as long as the sleeper cells are not activated. It's like saying it's okay to sell crack on my street, just as long as you don't sell crack to any of my children. We know what this has provoked, duh. That's why we want the borders closed so sleeper cells can't get in so easily. But since they're here, we will deal with what we got to deal with. But it would be foolish to give a loaded gun to the enemy and wait on them to shoot. Did you clock that, T? Probably not. Slow is as slow does. That part.